Hello and welcome back to another coffee tasting video. If it's your first time here, we are an espresso-centric channel. We deal with the original line and the virtual line of Nespresso and occasionally some unboxings. If that's what you're looking for, then you have found the right channel. Make sure that you hit the subscription button and the bell notification so you're alerted anytime we drop a new video, which is every Tuesday. Well, let's do a little housekeeping from last week. The plastic in the pods. I finally reached Nespresso, and the gentleman that I talked to, they were going to send out some paperwork to me so that I could show you the paperwork. As of the day of this filming, I have not received that paperwork, but I will tell you what the gentleman told me. The conversion between aluminum and plastic, he said, happened around January, February of 2020. That almost kind of makes sense because if you remember, back during that time frame, we noticed that some of the regular pods were coming with no names, no labels, things like that. Maybe that was during that conversion, I don't know, but he did in fact state that they were aluminum completely and that they had shifted over to a form of a plastic. But he did want to reiterate that the pod is almost 100% recyclable, but I thought I'd at least clarify what I knew up to this point. When they get me that paperwork, I will be sure to include it as a follow-up on another video so that we can dive deeper into what took place there. I don't know, for what it's worth, that's what I know. That's that. Someone else mentioned, does the Vertuo Next pour over pod even fit in the Vertuo Plus line? I have no idea. I didn't even check it until this very second when we're gonna pop the machine open and take a look. I know it's a lot deeper. I don't know if it just doesn't know how to brew it or if it physically doesn't fit. Let's go take a look. So this is the pour over carafe style of the Vertuo Next. Let's see if it fits. Okay, we got it open. It does actually appear to fit. Sort of. Kinda. Let me see what the other pods look like exactly in there. So this is a regular, this is just a decaf pod. No, that definitely seats differently. So you can see there, you don't see any of the pod anywhere. And on this one, you're definitely seeing the pod. So it's bottoming out. Yeah, it's bottoming out on it. So I'm gonna go with no. Well, there you have it. I guess the pod doesn't quite fit. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I almost thought for a second it was actually seating in there, but it wasn't. Let me see. We will have the contest. I was going to do something different for the patrons, and I decided, you know what, let's just make this easy. So right now you'll see a list of the patrons on screen. That list is the patrons that were current as of last week's video when I announced the contest. So the people that have been there basically throughout the year, this contest is for you. We will do the drawing and the follow-up contest, which is the one I'm going to announce now, both on the last year video, which will be December 29th's video. So we're going to announce two winners, one for the contest I'm going to tell you about now for the YouTubers, and then the one for the patrons. If your name is on the list right now on the screen for the patrons, you are entered for the contest. You don't need to do anything. Okay, For the new contest for the YouTubers, this was actually a suggestion by, well, it can be for the patrons too. The patrons can take part in both of it. But this was actually suggested based off the last contest, and I thought that's such a cool idea. I'm gonna use it. So for that person that made the suggestion, here is your idea coming to fruition. Everybody drinks, grabs that first cup, takes a look out the window or out the door, or whatever your favorite spot is that you enjoy your cup of coffee in the morning. If that's by a window, by an easy chair, staring out a window, whatever it is, that's what we're gonna get a photo of. So kind of like the photo of your coffee bar, but this time it's gonna be your favorite place to have your first cup of coffee. Wherever you go, if you look out of a window, if you look out a door, if you have a little cozy spot that you like to sit and enjoy your coffee, whatever that is, submit your photo. We're gonna have everybody again judge it, who has the best scenery, who has the nicest view while they enjoy their cup of coffee in the morning. And that's going to be the contest. So submit your view of it's snowing where you are, it's a bustling city below you, it's a countryside field, it's a little nook in the corner where you have a little heater. Whatever that is, that's what we want to see. The only criteria, again, make sure it's not searchable or posted on any other social media, not searchable anywhere on Google or on the internet. This could be difficult depending what your situation is, but try to get a photo that does not have children or people's faces in it that are not you. If it's impossible to submit a photo without people or kids or something in it, just know that before I re-upload it, I'm gonna have to use a blurring tool and blur out faces. I'll do it manually for you. Unless there's 100 faces, then I'll just reject the photo because I can't do that much blurring. But if there's like one random person in your photo or something like that, try to just get it so that it's just a clean shot without people in it, because I don't wanna put people's faces on the internet that don't wanna be there. So I hope that makes sense. I will post a breakdown of the photo or the contest on nespressowreview.com. So if this description was confusing or you're still unclear as to what we're looking for, I will post the rules on the homepage, and that's kind of how we'll do that. Hopefully that made sense. So it's your window, your door, whatever you see as you're enjoying your first cup of coffee for the morning. There you go. For this, so we'll wrap it up with the patrons are automatically entered into the Patreon contest. That will be for a gift card, this gift card, and this little handy, it's actually magnetic. December contest, it will be for 2 boxes of coffee. So you will have your choice of 2 boxes of coffee, and again, due to shipping issues, the contests do have to be limited to, or actually, excuse me, for the patrons, I can ship the gift card anywhere. So if you are a patron supporter and you're outside the US or Canada, that does not matter. You will still get your gift card. For the coffee contest, for the submission of the picture and the photos and that stuff, that coffee contest for the 2 boxes of coffee, your choice, providing I can get them, that contest is limited to the US and Canada. So good luck. I can't wait to see your photos again. I'm excited to see what you guys are gonna submit. Have fun with it, get creative. Just make it your own. Moving on to the star attraction, as voted by my great and astute Podhead family patrons. They have voted in Peppermint Pinwheel for this week. This is going to be a double feature week. So Pinwheel will be Tuesday and you will have another video on Friday. I think you can probably guess what it is. Fridays will be chocolate fudge. So this week, let's take a look at what they have to say. All right, the aromatic profile, flavored coffees with natural aromas inspired from your childhood candies. It is a moment of pure indulgence which takes you to the enchanting world of the festive year-end. The roasting here, Arabica coffees with peppermint pinwheel are split roasted. The Brazilian beans are roasted medium dark and quickly to develop their sweetness. The split roast gives this Vertuo flavored coffee its velvety texture. We add the peppermint flavoring after the roasting. They do not have an asterisk or any other thing covering the peppermint, so this could be pure natural peppermint flavor. It is a mug size, so it is 7.77 ounces. Vertuo pour. Let's take a look at these pods. These are kind of cool looking. Ooh. Oh man, do they look Christmassy or holiday-ly. Holiday-ly? Is that a word? I don't know. Oh, those are kind of cool looking. Wow. It is like a wonderful little green, I don't know that I would even call it anything else other than just green with like almost like white or silver leaves and kind of wispy lines through it. Very cool. Peppermint pinwheel on the bottom. You know I love labeling. Peppermint pinwheel with aromas from my childhood. Let's go brew a cup. Peppermint pinwheel, round one. Let's get this guy going. It's got a wonderful aroma as it was brewing, as you would expect. They don't really list a... Oh, wow. Oh, man. That is... What a wonderful smell. It's just a very... It's not an overpowering peppermint smell. It doesn't have any of that menthol or anything like that that makes your eyes kind of blink. I don't know if you remember, I think it was, I want to say it was Christmas of 2017. They had a candy cane style one. If you have that as a point of reference, this, if I'm remembering correctly, this smells lighter. That one was pretty strong. This one appears to be lighter. Oh, that's wonderful. Gauging on the color, just looking at it, probably a 5, maybe a 6 for the level. Let's go give this a taste. Some of you pointed out the missing napkin last week, right after we did it. My wife mentioned that I didn't have a napkin, and let's stir in just a little bit of the crema. Peppermint pinwheel. Let's give this a taste. Initial is not bad. It's a very light cup of coffee. I would say borderline on like the Malazio style. It's got just a very light, almost like a cooling peppermint flavor coming across. There's something else in there that There's something else in there in the flavor that I'm having a little bit of difficulty picking apart. Almost like, hang on a minute, let me take one more taste here. Maybe it is just the peppermint. I thought the very first taste, I got like just a hint of it. The second taste, I thought, I kind of thought I tasted some more. I kind of thought I almost had a little bit of a black licorice taste coming through. They don't mention it, but then the third taste, I think it is just the peppermint. And it's a very, very light, nice, smooth. If you like peppermint, I think you're gonna love this. It's not overpowering. I feel the cooling kind of on the edges here of my lips and like kind of on the sides of my tongue. You can feel that tingly, that candy cane kind of taste. Yeah, that's just I think for the holidays, this is going to be definitely a niche. I don't, unless you're really a big peppermint fan, this is going to be a holiday one. You're having get-togethers, you're doing, that kind of thing. Maybe you're doing, the get-together to have the treats and the sweets and things like this. I think this is going to go wonderfully. I don't know that if in the middle of April, May, June, this is going to be the flavor that you want, but it's a wonderful fall, winter flavor, especially again around the holidays. Yeah, it's just a very light, wonderful, smooth flavor. So far, that's good. They mention here with a touch of milk. We've kind of come to realize that when they say a touch of milk, they're typically talking about 3 to 4 ounces. So I think this was very good. I think it definitely warrants giving it a shot again with some milk. Peppermint Pinwheel, round 2. Let's go brew another cup. We got round 2 Pinwheel going in. We're gonna get that coffee going. And then I'm gonna take 4 ounces of milk. I'm gonna give it just a low froth. I'm not even gonna add any sugar right at this point because I really wanna see what the flavor is with just the coffee and the milk. But I believe this one is gonna end up with a little bit of sweetener in it, and I think we're gonna have a hit. We are done. Milk has finished. Look at that. It looks like almost like little waves going on in the bottom. You got that separation layer. Oh, that looks so cool. Let's go give it a taste. I don't know if you can see it, but it is just in the time we came over here, it is separating. So it must have a reasonable amount of oil in it because that's quite the separation. And it could be the peppermint. Could be just the peppermint oil. All right. Peppermint Pinwheel, 4 ounces of milk. Let's give it a taste. That's actually good. It went down the wrong pipe. But that was actually really good, just like it was. Yeah, just a nice, I don't know that the coffee's been affected that much. The nice, just soft peppermint is still coming through. That's good also. I'm gonna add, this is just our simple syrup, so I'm gonna add 1 pump to it. All right, the 1 pump of sugar, let's give this a taste. Yeah, I mean, it made it a little bit sweeter, but as far as the overall profile, I don't know that it helped it a lot. That was very good though. Yeah, just a good, if I had to sum it up in one sentence, it's a medium-bodied, medium roasted coffee, medium acidity, low acidity, medium body, peppermint flavored, lightly pleasantly flavored peppermint. So if you're not a huge fan of just, wow, that's a lot of peppermint, you're not going to get that with this. It's just a soft, nice amount of peppermint. Yeah, this is good. Very, very good. This one, I think we're going to do a coffee. I'm gonna do this one off camera real quick. I'll be right back. We got our standard 20-ounce glass. We filled it 3/4 of the way with ice. We have the peppermint pinwheel in. We're going to add 4 ounces of milk. Maybe. We are now going to add 2 tablespoons. Ooh, boy. Oh, this is going to be interesting. We're going to add 2 full tablespoons of just regular Hershey's syrup. So for you chocolate lovers, this might be yours. I'm thinking this is going to work. It has all the makings of what I think is going to make a good one. Can't get it out of my cup. I should have put the Hershey's in the hot coffee. It's not melting. Oh well. Let's give this a good little stir here. 20-ounce glass, iced, peppermint pinwheel, 4 ounces of milk, 2 tablespoons of Hershey's syrup. Let's give this a taste. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Oh man. I think I could, oh man, do I want to? Let's go one more thing of chocolate. Oh, geez, this is so terrible. My wife's over there, AKA the camera woman, is over there. I'll drink it. All right, let's give this another little stir here. 1 extra table of Hershey's syrup. Tablespoon of Hershey's syrup. Oh, I think that's what it needed. That's wonderful. If you're an iced coffee drinker and you're oh man, that's sweet though. I'm not typically a chocolate, super sweet type person, so I think this is landing about where people are gonna like. That's really, really good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, final verdict on this, you'd want the 3 tablespoons of chocolate syrup, the 4 ounces of milk, brew it over it. I think what I would do is I would take the 3 tablespoons of chocolate and put it into the cup you're gonna brew it into and let the coffee kind of melt this chocolate because it kind of wants to stick to the edges a little bit. So I think I would almost blend it in there or throw it into your carafe and let it blend it together for you. The Aracino frother. That's good. That's really good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's take a look at what they're doing here. Nespresso exclusives, peppermint pinwheel, limited edition, $1.40 a pod. We always have to go back to what did they tell us to do with it, and that was as a cup of coffee. They also recommended adding milk. Wonderful on all accounts. The cup of coffee was just a good, nice cup of coffee with some wonderful peppermint flavor. The milk was the 4 ounces of milk. Just again, just a nice cup of coffee. The flavor of the coffee still came through. The peppermint, wonderful there. Then we just kind of went out on our own on a limb. 4 ounces of milk, iced it, chocolate. That was good. For you iced coffee drinkers, I think you're going to be very, very pleased with that. That's going to be a good one. Again, It's a holiday flavor. I don't think you'll be drinking this in the middle of next July. But for a holiday flavor, for something different, for these seasonal flavors, this is a hit. I would say this one's a purchase. 4 out of 5. This was excellent. Another success on Nespresso's part. We've had a couple of good. Flavors. We've had a couple of good pods this year, and yeah, very, very happy. Very, very happy this year. That'll bring us to a close of another video. I thank you so much for your time. For the contest people, please, you can check out the NespressoReview.com site, or you can just send your submissions directly to nespressowinner@gmail.com. I'll have the link down below, the link down below, and also on the video, nespressowinner@gmail.com. Email me there. That's where your submissions are going to go to. I'll have it on the website along with the rules. But yeah, other than that, if you would like to, some people mentioned the new Starbucks Vertuo line. Those are Target exclusives right now. Those will be coming as soon as we're done with the holiday flavors and we kind of wrap up the end of the year video, which will be December 29th. It's going to be our contests. It's going to be a year in review type video. So look forward to that. That one should be a lot of fun. And we'll just have a good time, give away some coffee and the gift card. It'll wrap up 2020 and hey, and look forward into 2021. Until Friday, have a great rest of your day.